What's happening, everybody? Thank you so much for clicking on the link and joining me today. My name is Khanyisile Mtipa. If it's your very first time here, thank you so much for being here. I hope you stay. You take up your space by clicking on that subscribe button right next to today's clock. If you click on that, you will be automatically notified every single time I post a brand new video. Now, if you're a golden oldie return subscriber, well, thank you so much for coming back. Second video in. As you guys can see in the tag, I am about to talk about the 6 people that inspire me the most apha emhlabeni. So if you want to see all of that, then continue watching. Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin. Okay, so the first on the list is my parents. I couple them together because, number one in my life. I want to start with my mom. She is responsible for my style, as she would remind me every single time. My mom is a lady of grace. She's a prayer warrior. That lady is on her knees at 3 a.m. in the morning praying for her children. That is the one person that has kept me, and my siblings going. She has protected us through prayer. When weapons have formed, that lady, she played a very big role in making sure those weapons don't prosper, because she is always on her knees. She's very graceful. I think I'm getting there with how I deal with situations, because my mom has been humiliated. People have tried to embarrass her. She has been picked on, both in church, in life, family, etc., etc. But how that lady just continues to be so graceful. If there's one thing I've learned about her, is that she will never be rude. She will never retaliate. The only thing she will do is to pray for you, and of course to distance herself from you. She has started blocking people. Do not know where she got that from, but she has started blocking people out of her life. So she sees nothing on them on her WhatsApp. She does not communicate with them. She just, she literally embodies let it be and just let it be. So I absolutely adore her. She has played a very big role in how I now navigate situations. I still have a long way to go, because sometimes people just come at you. They continue to come at you, and when I tell you they come at you, they will come at you. Specifically with me, I have had people come at me on social media, in person, in public. People have, listen, let me tell you, people always try me, and I'm getting closer and closer to learn how to just be and be out of here. So my mom really has played, she's a huge inspiration. She's played a mega role in who I am today. And then my dad, when I say my dad is literally the closest thing to perfection as a human being, that man, 10 out of 10. I literally have the best mom. I know we all say that about our parents, but let me tell you, I actually have the best mom and dad in the entire world. Now, if I just quickly think of the one thing that my dad has sort of engraved in my brain. My dad is a preacher, my mom is a preacher, I'm a PK. My dad, the one day preached, and he said, the most important thing that we need to remember is our name. Because when we are gone, or when people talk about us, when they mention your name, what they attach to that name, your legacy, very important. So it has become that one thing. I respect myself. I love myself. I carry myself with so much grace, with so much, of course I'm spicy, but I'm one of those people that I always forgive. Sometimes it takes a bit long because I need to work through it, but I always forgive. I don't hate. I do not hate a single person on this earth. Does not matter what you've done to me, said about me. After a while, I I just let you back into my space, not my life entirely, but I will never be mean. I'm not that person. I just am not that person. And it's because I want to attach that to my name. When people say Khanyisile Mtipa, that name must carry so much weight. You know, when people reach your obituary and they say born blah 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 blah, when you say to yourself in your brain, when I'm long gone, I want myself to be remembered as somebody that loved, somebody that cared, somebody that gave, somebody that respected, somebody that just lived a very colorful life. So my name is very important. My dad is one of the most hardworking people ever. He is still working. He's 73. He's still working to provide for his family, to provide for his wife, because it's just in him. When you talk about a Xhosa man, that is what I believe being a Xhosa man is all about. Providing, being there, being the security, being the safety, being the comfort, being the protection, being all of that. That is my dad. One funny thing is when we drive around, or when we walk around, or when they just are in public, people will always show so much respect. Grown-ups, children, everybody would just show so much respect for my parents, or my dad. Everybody calls him Nduna, because apparently that is the name that he got when he was still playing soccer. People just call my mom and dad Tata and Ma, because, and it's even strangers, people that they do not know. It's because they do not, what's the word? They do not force people to respect them. It's just they're being sort of forces you. You have no other choice but to respect them. And I think to a large extent, or to a large degree, that is why so many people are so envious of them, because their children love my parents. The general public love my parents. So that is why they inspire me so much. My dad's work ethic, if I can get that work ethic, or get to that level of just hard work, child, I'm gone. I am gone. So big shout out to my parents. I absolutely love y'all. Now the next person that has absolutely inspired me career-wise, of course, would be Bonang, the Queen, Big Matiba. She is one of those people, ever since she stepped into the industry, I have loved that girl. I first was introduced to Bonang when she still did that kiddies show where you had to run around and pick things in, I can't remember, in 30 seconds or 60 seconds. I fell in love with this bubbly, energy-filled, big voice, big personality lady. I absolutely have loved Bonang. When she got to life, I was there. When, like, every single step, I was there. Like, that lady, and how she has navigated her career choices, things she has done, how she responds to things, how graceful she is, how she just knows and respects herself and her work. I absolutely love Bonang. She is my teacher. She is literally my mentor. Without her knowing it, I have taken notes since the beginning. How she went from life to just top billing, Afternoon Express, etc., etc. How she has gone from being higher to just being there. Welcome to top billing, darling. When I tell you that lady, she was born for entertainment. She is the queen for a reason. When she says she's the queen, she is not saying that because she wants to call herself the queen like everybody else does, or like everybody just goes around attaching titles to their names. Darling, that lady is perfection when it comes to broadcasting, and that's why I love her. I see myself moving in that direction. I absolutely love entertainment. I started out, as everybody know, as a dancer. Gracefully I moved with, or gradually rather gradually moved into the presenting and hosting, and I absolutely, she is my teacher. She is the queen, darling. She has gone through very tough things, and how she just manages to, take time out and then go through it in her private space around the people that care and love her, and then she comes back and greatness again. The next one. the next one, the queen of first, the queen of first, the queen of first gal on this, first gal on that. Like how she is just so able when the entire internet is coming at her to just and then come back. I remember watching her top billing interview and everything she said, I was like, oh my god, this lady is so smart. And I love how, I do not know if you guys remember, well, people that have followed Bonang will remember this. They all sat around this table on Vuzu, and that lady just kept quiet. She ate her food, and then she left. Zero problems. She did not start shit. Even though they tried to instigate stuff between her and other females in the industry, Bonang just kept quiet. And I absolutely love that about her. The big thing that she went through recently with her wine, House of B&G, how she just fought for her hard work and how she took time out and people speculated, oh, Bonang is broke, Bonang, blah, 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 it's not her wine, she's just lying, it's not her wine, and there's like, boom! Well, what do we got here? And then she got them. That's what she said. And I absolutely love that woman and all that she stands for, how she has been able to stay on top of the game because she has been number one since the beginning. That girl is still number one. It takes a lot for somebody to stay at the top, a lot of reinvention, how she went from print to the digital age. Darling, the queen bee knows how to reinvent herself. She knows how to carry herself. She respects herself. Also, it's fit in or fuck off with that lady. It's fit in or fuck off. Fuck off. I absolutely adore her. And I think many people have started wondering why I now suddenly I'm just out there. Because I'm dressing for, like she said in that Metro FM interview, you dress for where you're going, not where you are. So that's what, like, I live for that right now. So if you see me over the top, just know that what you see now, I'm living my future self currently. And that is because of the Queen Bee. Shout out to you, B. I love me some Khanyisile Mtipa. Coming in at number 3, another Queen Bee, the King Bee. That was the Queen Bee. This is the King Bee. Beyonce knows kata. Mama ka blue Ave. When I tell you, I absolutely respect Beyonce. She's another one that has faced hate since the beginning. People hate that lady. They hate Beyonce, sorry. They hate Beyonce so much. Does not matter what she does, how much good she does. Does not matter how much she gives. Does not matter how she opens her platform up, her very big platform up, to just people. Remember what happened with the gift? And all the think pieces that came out every single time she does something, and how she has just maintained her grace. She has kept to herself. She don't speak to nobody. She don't address anything. Well, sometimes she addresses through her music, which is chef's kiss. But I absolutely love Beyonce's ability to just go from strength to strength. She went from making bops, you know, all that singing, deja vu, to now just getting to a point where she makes music that changes things. As she goes, she's just cementing herself. She cemented herself a long time now. Now she is building that legacy. She's doing things that change, like cultural moments. She gives us pop culture, historical moments. Years from now, we will say the Queen Bee did that, you know. And I love how she stays true to herself. She respects her brand. She loves what she does, because if you do not love what you do, a billion years into your career, you will not be at the top still. You will not. That lady went from Destiny's Child, I'm a survivor, and she has maintained right throughout. I respect her. I respect that lady. I respect her. When she that girl gets dragged. Beyonce knows Kata gets dragged through the mud. And how she is just so able to block out the noise, starve her distractions, and continue to feed her focus. Well, that is what I aspire to do with my life, to just forget about all the noise and just focus on all the beautiful music, the positivity, that level of discernment that Beyonce has. Unmatched. I absolutely love you, Beyonce. Bonan, Beyonce, the BB, they're here. They are right here. Absolutely love them. And don't get me started on the way she performs. Yeah, Beyonce. That lady is the standard when it comes to performing. The same way Bonang is the standard when it comes to presenting. Live broadcasting is Bonang. Live performance and concepts and ideas. Beyonce, top two, and definitely not number two. That is 3 down, 3 to go. Coming through at number 4. Now the next man I'm about to talk about. I met him last year in July when I was going through the absolute most, still piecing my life back together. Those who know knows what I child. Well, but yeah, just thinking about it, being transported back there. Child, but anyway, yeah, I know. I know. I won't cry because I'm a boss bitch. But no, it still hurts. It still hurts me to the core. But anyway, this is not about that. This is not about that. This is not about that. But anyway, I was going through the absolute most. My friend Bradwin, bless your heart, bestie. I absolutely love you guys. Don't look at my nails. Disgustment. Yeah. I'm trying to take them off by myself because I cannot get to my nail tape to do it for me. Because I'm all the way in Gagamas. Shit is happening. I'm going home next week. But this wasn't working, so I've been biting them off. My nails look disgusting at the moment. But anyway, we are not there. So in July, and towards the end of the July, at Meta Show, my bestie Brad and Gigi, Ash, they said, you know what, okay, let's go out. And I was like, you know what? Instead of hiding away, let's get it. So I went out with them to Meta's birthday show, and that's where I met the good doctor, Dr. Daniels, Dr. Andres Daniels. But then I just knew him as Andres. Very elaborate, this big ass shawl or poncho around him. It was just doing the absolute most. And I was like, wow, filled with life. And then months later, so that was towards the end of July, beginning of September, I started working at the Vine Academy in Model Farm. And when I walked in, I saw him and I was like, I know this face. But I couldn't connect the dots. And then as he was busy introducing, I was like, oh, this is the same person. Because I only saw him that night and then he was out because he's friends with Bradwin, Lester. So I met him then. I started working for him or under him because he's my supervisor manager. But he doesn't make us feel, or specifically with me. And I can say this most probably for Auntie Days and Lego and Alberto and everybody else that works with us in the same department or under him, under his portfolio rather. He does not make you feel like you're working under him. He makes you feel like you're working with him. And that is the person I started loving and respecting so much. I still to this day love and respect Dr. Andres Daniels. When I tell you, what a person, what a human being, the most kindest person, the most, he's so loyal, he is filled with respect, he is filled with love. I can go on and on and on and on. Dr. Daniels has taught me so much. He have upskilled me so much. There were things I did not know when I started working here, and just, I do not even know how to put this. He has never made me feel inadequate. Instead, he has always praised me for the good work. He has always He's always so proud of me for all the strides I've made. Every single thing that I've done, he will just tell me, you know what? You did that. He would brag about us. He is incredible. He's incredible at what he does. He has believed in me since that first day. Let me not, I kid you not. He has believed in me since that very first day when I started working with him. I remember they were going through planning for this year. This last year I started working and I did student affairs. So I would take care of the registers, I would take care of uh, I would help compile the exam papers. Not exam papers, I would help compile assignments. So it gives me the information and I would, put together the assignments. I would read in the marks. I would help with putting together report cards. So I would help with writing reports on stuff. And then towards the end of last year, him and Auntie Day sat down and they had to come up, planning for this year. So we were all chilling and they're like, Auntie Day's jokingly said, you did marketing, most, and you are an MC, you are a public speaker, etc., etc. You just this big personality. Why don't you just teach communication? It's like, me, a lecturer, me teach people communication, me, ngekashin. It's not going to happen. Forget about it. Forget about it. I made all kinds of excuses, child. And I remember this one day we were chilling in this office and they were still discussing this. And Auntie Days told Dr. Daniels, we call him Doc. She told Doc, she's like, this one is busy making excuses, foolish excuses. So I can't lecture. You can't be the communications lecturer. And then, Doc said, darling, you are the communications lecturer because you have it on lockdown. You have it on lockdown. You are very capable of doing it. You are going to prove yourself wrong. You're going to prove me right. So I was like, let me think about this. I thought about it. I remember going into my very first class. I was very nervous, like I am with every single time I go on the stage. When I walk onto the stage or backstage or when I'm busy getting ready, I'm very nervous. I'm very, very nervous. But like, as time goes on and I'm on stage, when I hit the stage, when the mic comes on and I go, what's happening, ladies and gentlemen, or I say good evening, it all just goes away and I just flow. That's exactly, I remember him seeing how I was just going on and on. And after my class, he told me, you see, I told you, natural. And the reception from the students, amazing. They played a very big role in making me see me as good enough to do this, and it has been great. Absolutely love Dr. Daniels. Dr. Daniels, I tell you this all the time, but on the internet, on Beyonce's internet, I'm going to say this again. Thank you so much for everything that you do, everything that you continue to do, all the lessons, all the love, all the care, all the respect, and he fights for me. That man will fight for me, and he does it without me needing to ask him to do it. And I feel like that is when you love somebody and you respect and you see the worth. He sees worth in me that I did not see in myself, and I will forever be indebted to you. I absolutely love and respect you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Yes, the emotional one out of the way. That one was emotional. The emotional one out of the way. Let's move on to number 5. So coming through at number 5 of the people that absolutely inspire me in my life, that played a pivotal role in who Khanyisile Mtipa is today, is a fashion designer who I met, I think it was in 20... Let's think. It was in 2000 and... When was the World Cup? 2010. Was it in 2010? It was in 2011. I met Khanyisile through a mutual friend who has passed. Mpho. Mpho took me everywhere. I do not know how I met Mpho. I do not know how I came. I have no idea. But Mpho just loves me. Mpho loves me. He took me everywhere. He took me to Hash. I was dancing with Khanyisile, the queen of bling. I was there. I remember I was studying fashion at UJ, and I went. Mpho, of course. Oh, it was this gent. Joburg. It was this gent, and he also just took a very interesting liking to me. I think we met at it was Groove. We met at Groove or Pride or something. I can't remember. And then he was like, we started chatting. Obviously, it was back then. It was still BDM. We were BDMing, and I remember him invited me to stuff as well. So he invited me to, I think it was Joburg Fashion Week. I went to Joburg Fashion Week and I met Khanyisile Mtipa. I did not meet Khanyisile Mtipa. No, I met Khanyisile Mtipa. But I was walking the runway there. She was doing the showstopper. These chains and stuff. I wish I could find a picture to show you guys. I was wearing a black jersey. So I went to the fabric store and I got shoulder pads because Lady Gaga came out with the big shoulders. Rihanna had the big, it was just elaborated costuming everywhere. So I had on this black jersey. No, I'm lying. That was the second time I met him at a different event. I remember Proverb was hosting that event. I had the funny mohawk. I went with Mpho to that one. Yeah, the Joburg Fashion Week definitely was the very first time I met Kher. So Kher's show was all about punk rock. I'll try and put pictures on of that collection here. And then on that day, I remember wearing this black shirt. It had those things here, those flaps here. I put chains through there, so chains were dripping down my shoulders. I had on, what was I wearing in my hat? I can't remember. But I remember wearing all black with these chains just dangling down. And after the show, I went to see Bonang. I was hoping Bonang would do after the show, just have drinks or mingle so I could meet the queen. Queen Bee meet the king. Khanyisile Mtipa. Of course we didn't get to meet. I remember going on Twitter, it's like, B, where are you? Blah, blah, and she said, oh, baby, I left already, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, yeah, and Kher came up to me, it's like, how did you know my show was going to be punk? I was like, I have no clue, darling. Maybe I'm just futuristic, like you. And we had a good laugh. I went, of course, with the gent, and then we had drinks, blah, 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 blah. Beautiful experience, and then, of course, I went home. The second time I met Kher was at this show. I know Kher was showing at that show, and Kher was with his now husband, and I had these broad shoulder pads. And Kher, again, I went to him. He kind of remembered me, I think, because he spoke to me like somebody that knew me. And then we had a chat. It was like, one thing about you, you'll always be on trend. I had big shoulder pads, darling. I just had this dramatic mohawk. Terrible if I think about it now, because why did I but back then, darling, I was surfing. I had this broad shoulder, and he was like, I was like, yeah, darling, when you good, you're good. When you're stylish, you're stylish. And we had a big laugh. I went on to have some Jameson. I know Jameson was sponsored, darling. I was drinking Jameson Select with surf. I had no idea what Jameson Select was. I was like, honey, I see all these rich people going to Jameson Select. It was like Savannah in my street. Jameson Select Reserve, let's go. So I was very bougie. People were walking. Darling, I was living. I went to ZA. I went to that, is it ZA? That place, the Kenny Kunene and the other politician guy. Yes, Casey. I was at ZA. Darling, I was drinking funny things. I can't remember. Very expensive things. It was fabulous. That's why my Kher, and Kher has continued to reinvent himself. Kher has gone on to dress the biggest celebrities. Kher and Bonang's you know, union, if I may. Chef's kiss. I've always, you know, taken a very big liking to his work. I respect his craft. The one thing that I will always say, Gert understands a woman's body. The way Gert is just able to, you know, create garments that fit women like gloves. Him and Bonang really were the perfect duo when they were both on the come up. Incredible, 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 incredible. I absolutely respect Khabjan Katsi. I think it's played a big role in how I design and how I create, in how I respect fit, in how I respect detail, and how I respect craftsmanship. I'm not there yet, but we'll get there. One thing about me, I will get there. So kudos to you, you've played a very big role in Khanyisile Mtipa as the fashion designer. So for that, I absolutely will forever say thank you. Coming through at number 6, last but definitely not least, is Auntie Darling. Oli Kabashe. When I tell you, when I started making YouTube videos a long time ago, right? And I've had a lot of channels, right? But one thing about me, I get bored very quickly and I tap out very quickly. So things just, so I was out. Next channel, I was out. Next channel, I was out. Last one I had, I think it's Cape, but I can't remember. I loved that channel, but when I lost my phone, I lost my login because I couldn't remember my email address. So I couldn't get that YouTube back. I couldn't access it. So it obviously start this one. But, sorry. Oh, sorry. Fast. I believe people will know what that one is about. But anyway, I love YouTubers. I just love YouTube. I love that the digital space just allows people to put out stuff and then make money from it. I have always wanted a reality show, so that was the closest thing to a reality show. You guys watching me speak on your phones or on TV or whatever. I had fallen in love with Oli Kabashe through short clips on Twitter, and I was like, who is this girl? She's so funny. And I started watching her videos religiously. She's gone through a lot. People talk about that girl a lot. People come at Oli a lot. I don't even know why. Because if you don't like someone, in my mind, if you don't like someone or the content they put out, why are you so triggered or bothered by their opinion? Like, I don't get it. Like, block them, don't consume their content. In my mind, it really is that simple. But yeah, people come at Oli a lot. And the one thing that I love and respect about her, she will address, well, not all of it, but in her videos, she will address people and she will mention you. If you come at her sideways, some things she'll just ignore. But if you come at her sideways, she will definitely address you. And I love that about her. Oli is very funny. She's very entertaining. She respects her subscribers. She respects her audience. She gives so much to us. She shares so much with us. She allows us into her life so much. I love Kalash. Auntie Darling is, I call her Auntie Daluza. She is just everything to me. I love her so much. Cannot wait to one day meet her, hopefully collaborate with her. Might not be on YouTube, might be a little dress here, you know, something. But I absolutely love Oli. I stand by everything Oli does. I stand by everything Oli says. Yes, I stand behind and besides her. I love her. If you find her problematic, that's on you. Don't make that an us thing. Gigi and I, we are diehard Oli Kalashe fans. And it will forever be that way. So should I continue on this YouTube journey and start doing vlogs, which we are going to get to eventually, that is my template. I'm going to tell you now. When I get big and you're like, this one wants to be like Oli, yes, I want to be like Oli. I'm telling you now, if I make it big, That is my template, my Tempalooza. Ha! That is my girl. So when I make it big, because it's definitely gonna happen, when I make it big, that is who I wanna be. Not who I wanna be, who I aspire to be like. Because I cannot be her, because I'm K, she's got me. Cannot be her, cannot be the good auntie. But, you know, I can take the beautiful things from her, take her work ethic, take the respect that she has for us, take the respect that she has for what she does, and put it in my work and serve you guys with brilliant content. So those are the 6 people, well, 7 with my mom and dad, obviously, but those are the 6 people that have played a big role in who I am, what I do, how I do it, how I choose to navigate through stuff. Yeah, I will continue to grow. I will continue to look to them for teachings. I will continue to, obviously there are things people will do that you don't agree with. There are things people say that you don't agree with, even people that you absolutely love. And yeah, like everyone, you take what makes sense. I will continue to take what makes sense to me, and I will apply it. Things that I do not find, they're not, I will put to the side as like child. And but I won't make it a big thing, because people are not here on this earth to please and live a life that will be for us and to us. People are living for them. I just enjoy watching them, seeing them, and I take from them, I learn from them, and then I apply it on my own life to just better myself and to become better at everything that I do and how I am and who I am. Up until next time, it's been an absolute pleasure. My name is Khanyisile Mtipa. I'm out of here.